3 a.m., the phone rings. Elvis picks up. "Boss, they did it. They sold everything for $50,000. What happened next would shock the world and kill the king. But here's what nobody saw coming. The last night, the date, August 15th, 1977, exactly 24 hours before Elvis Presley would be found dead on his bathroom floor. But the real death? That happened the moment he opened that letter. His hands were shaking, not from pills, not from exhaustion, from pure betrayal. The Memphis Mafia, his chosen family for over 20 years, had just stabbed him in the back for tabloid money. But wait, you need to know who made that 3 a.m. call. The $50,000 betrayal. Jerry Schilling's voice was barely a whisper. Elvis ... the book is real. Elvis, what happened? They're publishing everything. Everything. Every secret. Every private moment. Every weakness. Red West, Sonny West, Dave Hebler. 3 men who had eaten at his table, slept under his roof, been paid by his kindness, were about to destroy him publicly. How much? Elvis asked, his voice hollow. 50 grand. Split 3 ways. The silence that followed lasted forever. $50,000. That's what 22 years of loyalty was worth to Red West. But here's the detail that will blow your mind. The secret Elvis knew. July 1976. Elvis is reviewing Graceland's security footage. Yes, he had cameras everywhere. You'll see why that matters later. What he saw made him sick. Red West sneaking women into Graceland through the back kitchen entrance. Married women, very married women, wives of Memphis city officials. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was Red West charging these women money to meet Elvis privately, taking $500 per woman. Elvis never met a single one. Red West was running a prostitution ring out of Graceland, using Elvis's name. When Elvis confronted him, Red's response was, "Prove it." So Elvis decided to prove it, but not the way you'd expect. The Graceland tapes. Elvis didn't just have security cameras. He had recording devices everywhere. The jungle room, the kitchen, even the gates. Paranoid, maybe smart, definitely. For months, Elvis had been collecting evidence. Red West's blackmail schemes. Sonny West's drug dealing to Graceland visitors. Dave Hebler's theft from Elvis's personal safe. The plan was simple. Turn them in to the FBI. But Elvis's fatal flaw was loyalty. Instead of calling the cops, he just fired them. "I can't do this anymore, boys. It's over." They thought it was about money. It was about saving them from federal prison. And their response to this mercy? Pure revenge. The book that killed the king, Elvis, What Happened, wasn't just a tell-all book. It was a character assassination. Every embarrassing moment from 20 years, every private conversation, every vulnerable second when Elvis was just ... human. But here's what the Memphis Mafia didn't know. Elvis had already read it. How? Simple. He bought a copy of the manuscript for $25,000. August 13th, 1977. 3 days before his death. Elvis spent the entire night reading what his brothers had written about him. And what he read in Chapter 7 broke something inside him that could never be fixed. Chapter 7, The King is Dead. This chapter wasn't about Elvis's death. It was about the death of his spirit. Red West had written, Elvis Presley died years ago. What you see on stage is just a drug-addled ghost pretending to be the king. But the knife twist was this line. We stayed loyal this long out of pity, not love, pity, the word that destroyed Elvis Presley. These men who had been nobodies before Elvis made them famous claimed they pitied him. Elvis threw the manuscript across the jungle room, the pages scattered like his broken trust. That's when he made the phone call that sealed his fate. The last phone call, August 15th, 11:47 p.m. Elvis called Red West. The conversation lasted 3 minutes and 17 seconds. We know because Elvis was recording it. Red, it's me. Boss? Jesus, it's almost midnight. I read it. All of it. Silence. The book, Red. I read your book. Elvis, listen. 22 years, Red. 22 years I treated you like a brother. You fired us, Elvis. What did you expect? And then Elvis said the words that still haunt Red West today. I expected you to be men. Click. That was the last conversation Elvis Presley ever had with his Memphis Mafia. But Red West's response? That's the part that will shock you. Red's revenge plan. Red West didn't just hang up and go to sleep. He called the National Enquirer. I want to add something to the book. Elvis just called me. I've got something that'll make you millions. What Red told them was pure fiction. But it was fiction designed to hurt Elvis where it mattered most. His relationship with Lisa Marie. Red claimed Elvis had said, Lisa Marie reminds me why I never wanted kids. She's just like her mother, selfish and fake. Elvis never said those words. Red made them up to cause maximum pain. And it worked. Because when Priscilla read that quote the next morning, the ambulance moment, 10:30 a.m., August 16th. Red West is outside Graceland's gates with a photographer. They're waiting. When the ambulance comes, you start shooting. I want pictures of Elvis being carried out. Red West was planning to profit from Elvis's death photos. But Red miscalculated one thing. Elvis wasn't going to the hospital. He was going to the morgue. Red West watched the ambulance disappear down Elvis Presley Boulevard. The photographer was clicking away. Got the shots, Red. This is gonna make us rich. But Red wasn't thinking about money anymore. He was thinking about the last thing Elvis had said to him.
I expected you to be men. The king was dead, and Red West had killed him. Karma's Collection, September 1977. Elvis, What Happened, becomes a bestseller. Red West, Sonny West, and Dave Hepler are rich, famous, getting interview requests from around the world. But something unexpected happens. The world hates them. Elvis fans don't buy the book to support the authors. They buy it to see what the traders wrote. Then they organize protests outside bookstores. Red West's house gets vandalized daily. His car gets keyed. His wife receives death threats.
The $50,000 he made from Elvis's secrets? It all goes to security and legal fees. But the real karma was just beginning. The Haunting, October 31st, 1977. Halloween night. Red West is alone in his Memphis home. The phone rings at exactly 3:17 a.m., the same time Elvis used to call him for emergency runs to the pharmacy. Hello? Static. Then Elvis's voice. Red ... Why did you do it? Red drops the phone, calls his wife, pack everything. We're leaving Memphis tonight. They never came back. Sonny West reported similar calls. Dave Hebler claimed Elvis appeared in his bathroom mirror. Coincidence? Guilty consciences? Or was Elvis reaching out from beyond? The letter, December 2006. Red West, now 70 years old, decides to tell the complete truth. The night Elvis died, I found a letter in my mailbox. Postmarked August 15th, 1977. Elvis's handwriting. Red, I forgive you. I understand why you did it. Success changes people, and failure changes them more. You were never my employee. You were my brother. And brothers forgive each other. Always E. Elvis had written forgiveness letters to all three men. Before he died, Red West kept his letter for 29 years before revealing it. I didn't deserve his forgiveness, but he gave it anyway. That's why he was the king. The question that remains, if your closest friends betrayed you for money, could you forgive them? Elvis did, even as it killed him. That's why he wasn't just the king of rock and roll. He was the king of something much rarer, unconditional love. The Memphis Mafia got their $50,000. Elvis got immortality. Who really won?